What is up YouTube, Jeff Wybo here, and had a lot of success on the last video, the community video, and I wanted to bring on two more people that you're going to learn all about how they are coping with what's going on right now. So first up, we have Kory McKinnon coming onto the channel. Kory is the Tony Robbins of Canada, pretty much. He teaches a lot at the Cashflow Tribe.
Cashflow Tribe!
Which is a free group that you can join, link in description. Kory has been to many of Tony Robbins' events, so it's pretty cool to see him come on the channel and give us his wisdom and how he's coping with it. And after that, we have Mike Nowicki coming on, who you've seen on the channel before. This guy lives at the mansion. He lives and breathes real estate, so you're going to want to listen to his advice right now. And you got to remember, about 1 year ago, he was zero to hero because he moved into the mansion and has done everything you're going to do. If you follow him on Instagram, you're going to see the guy is killing it. I've seen him turn around who he is as a person immensely in an entire year. So follow him, and without further ado, here is Kory.
Hey everybody, how are you? This is Kory McKinnon coming at you from Sarnia, Ontario. More than happy to give you some of my insights here on the rental market after Jeff asked me. So I guess I've always been a quality buyer, like always looking for quality. And I've been doing this for 15 years or so now. I was fortunate enough to have good income when I first started buying rental properties, so I could afford the slightly nicer properties. So I guess that's my first lesson, or the first thing to let you know about, is never be desperate to buy something, never be desperate to sell something. Always look for the best quality that you can afford, and think of, I always tell people, I used to joke about this, if a zombie apocalypse came along, aka coronavirus, will people want to rent your units? Have your units been renovated nicely in the past? Are there weird renovations, weird room sizes, no closets? So how are they going to stand up in times like this? So that's my first message. Always go for quality. Location is important, layout is important, and the mix of clients that you're going to attract into your buildings. So that's just my first take on it. What are some of the things that we're doing right now? So we are asking for a little bit more financial information from our renters. We're actually asking for screenshots of their bank account to show us that they do have the funds in there. I don't believe that's against any rental criteria, because keep in mind, any landlord can have their own checklist, their own internal company checklist and rating system. Okay, so if somebody doesn't get approved, it's just because that point on your checklist just has higher weight, and you can prove that in a court of law, and I've had other people verify this here too. So but you got to have it in writing, and you got to be able to prove that the other group that you rented to did definitely score higher. Okay, so we're looking for that. We're looking, obviously we always check references. Always want to make sure we're looking for red flags when people say that they can't get a guarantor, or they don't have first and last month's rent ready to go like that day. In my mind, it's like, why even looking for a rental property? Like, you should have all that stuff lined up before you even start your search. So have you given your landlord proper notice? All these things are important, right? So if you don't have systems, feel free to reach out. I give people some of our systems here for free when it comes to re-renting units and whatnot. All right, so those are some of the things that we're looking for as far as tenants. Stable jobs that can help to get through these kinds of events, right? So are they in healthcare? Are they are they a server? Being a server now was always a little bit of a dicey career for someone to have on their rental application. Now even more so, because a lot of servers just aren't working. Okay, so are they working a professional corporate job where they can actually work remotely from home? Are they self-employed with a really good business that's also going to be able to weather the storm? So again, guys, I could go on and on about this, but that's my three minute or so ramble about what to do here in 2020 with COVID. Just look more for quality, button down the hatches, and make sure you got your systems in place and stick to them. Sometimes it's better off to actually keep a vacancy. It still is better to keep a vacancy than to put someone in there that doesn't make any sense. Okay, they could damage the property, they could not leave the property. An extra 2 weeks at the end of over the course of a year is not really going to change your trajectory, hopefully, when it comes to renting your unit, if you just had to keep it empty for an extra couple weeks because you're looking for the right person. Okay, so until next time, take care, and we will all get through this. We're stronger as a group than we are individually, so stay connected to people like Jeff. Cheers.
A few moments later.
Hey guys, it's Mike Nowicki here. I'm good friends with Jeff Wybo, so he asked me to make a quick video about how I'm kind of handling the current COVID-19 situation and what I'm doing to kind of continue earning income during unprecedented time. I can't even say the word. Unprecedented times. Anyways, so yeah, tough times right now. So a little bit different. I'm a wholesaler. I'm a real estate wholesaler, which means I find properties that are under market value and I sell them for a bit of a profit to an investor that will flip them. So I'm kind of a middleman, I guess you could say. So it's been tough, man. Like basically my job means I have to go look at houses, at the inside of houses, take pictures, videos, and then I have to negotiate. And then a lot of my negotiation is done in person at a kitchen table. So like I'm there negotiating and I can see them, I can feel them, they can see my energy and feel it and everything like that, right? So it makes closing these deals a lot easier. And I can't do that now. I can't go in person and I can't sit there and see their reactions and things like that. So I'm doing all my negotiations over the phone, which is kind of a pain. So another thing that's been a challenge is that I have to assign these deals. So it means I have to find an investor for these places, but these investors cannot go in the house. So like at the beginning, what I was doing, I was putting on blue gloves, I was putting on, I was hand sanitizing, I had my mask, and I would request for the seller to leave all the lights on, open all the doors, and make sure, like, I told them when I get there, I'm not going to be touching anything, I'm not going to be flipping any light switches, I need you to open all the doors, we're not going to sit at your table, I'm just going in there to take photos, meet you, and leave, right? And then we'll get on the phone and talk about it after. So that went good until the other day we had the emergency. It's like, do not leave your house unless it's totally necessary, which is totally understandable. So that just means we have to pivot and go to the next, the next best thing. So that means every time I do a walkthrough now, I'm not actually walking through. I just have one of the tenants or the homeowner go on video. They shoot a video and then put it in a Dropbox. I'll send them a link. They'll simply upload it. Make it super easy for them. Because like, what's it called? Google Drive is so easy to use. Most people can do it, especially with like a little bit of instruction. So that's been working good because those videos really helped me assigning the deals, right? So I did just assign a deal during the lockdown. So the guy had to buy it sight unseen. The guy had pushed back a lot for that, like maybe not for that specific reason, but there was a lot of uncertainty. Right? So that means I had to compromise a few things to make sure that the deal was good for the seller, good for me, and good for the buyer, right? So sight unseen kind of stuff. That means I gotta make sure those videos are good. So how I do those videos is first I'll do a video call with the person and I say, okay, so this is the layout of the house. When you do the video after this video chat, I want you to kind of point out a few of these things. I see you have older windows. Can you just zoom in on those windows when you walk by them during the video? The flooring is all mix match. Make sure to get some flooring in the shots. Things like that. So I kind of train them during the video call and then they go off and shoot all their photos and shoot their walkthrough videos. And that seemed to work okay. Other than that, like, I've had a lot more time than I normally do. Or maybe it's not that I have more time, it's that I'm using my time a lot differently. So my time is mostly spent on analyzing deals and negotiation and so finding leads and assigning leads pretty much. All the other bullshit is just kind of off my task list, that it's not something that I care to do. I'm doing the things that are going to make money in these war kind of times. So anything else doesn't matter to me unless it's going to create an income for me, right? So just to wrap things up, I think in the future, this is going to be a kind of a benefit because I do have a lot more time. So it's giving me a lot more, I guess, a lot more chances to like research how to do SEO, how to make a website, who to hire to make a website, how to like get leads brought to you instead of you trying to find them, kind of thing. So I've been really focusing on learning that skill while I'm in social distancing or social whatever, isolation or whatever. So that's something that's been going good that way, because I'm getting to learn a new skill. I don't think I have too much left to talk about. I don't want to make this video too long, but that is pretty much where I'm at. Thanks, guys. If you guys do want to reach out to me or just follow along with me, you can find me on Instagram. It's at mnowicki. That's at MNOWICKI. Or it's just my first and last name, Mike Nowicki, on Facebook. So you guys can hit me up there. Thanks.
All right, guys, thank you so much for sticking around and getting all the way to the end of the video. I hope you really enjoyed the tips you got on the video right here. I would love to be doing, a person here being interviewed right beside me, but obviously we can't right now, so it's pretty cool. These guys can send me these clips. I can put it onto the channel. If it continues to be successful during this whole downtime, maybe we'll continue more. I do want to be doing some more Zoom type interviews for the channel, but don't worry, we'll still be doing these one-on-one interviews like this, and I'm teaching you guys all my tips and how I'm surviving during this crisis as well too, and how I'm still making money. So really appreciate it. Again, if you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit the like button. You also hit the subscribe button. And I do have to mention, I do have a real estate agent course. It's how to make $100,000 in your first year being a real estate agent. The link is in the description. It's very important to be using these tips in today's market and nothing that was old, because you've just seen what happened. The market just got shook up completely, so you have to be thinking outside the box, and it's exactly what the course has done, and it's helped out many realtors already. Also, if you're interested in real estate investing, you can join the Cash Flow Tribe beta for free. And guys, if you haven't seen the other community videos, make sure to go back and watch the community videos. I will put those in the description as well. You can watch the playlist of that. And without further ado, we'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.